picking up clients, I always get the shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's common, right? When people are hiring professional property management, it's because things are going wrong, not because things are going right. And because of that, it's always like, well, where did things go wrong? What's going on with your property? What's going on with your tenant? Tell me how we can solve your problems right now. And it always invariably comes down to the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I would have done this, but I was busy with that. I could have done this, but, I was, maybe I didn't want to spend the money, or I should have. I should have done it and I just never got around to it. And I'm talking about things that are very, very simple. Your tenant screening is obviously one of them, but another huge one is, and you only get this one chance to really do this, is your pre-move-in inspection. And I'm amazed at how little time is taken by most landlords and owners in prepping the pre-move-in inspection. Remember, this is it. If you do end up having to go to court, if you have a problem with a tenant, then it's going to be a matter of he said, she said. And when you go to court, it doesn't matter what you say. It only matters what you can prove. So the importance of move-in and move-out inspections are tantamount to protecting yourself. It's like insurance for the move out. And some people will be there for 6 months or a year, but many of your tenants will be there for 2 or 3 years on average. So they're not going to remember exactly what the condition was when they moved in, and neither are you. And that's where the photos come in. So I early on adopted a process in our company where I wanted to have thorough move-in and move-out inspections. We probably take too many pictures. We open every drawer, we open the fridge, lift the toilet seats, floors, walls, ceilings, all of it. We want everything photo documented. And it might seem silly to sit there and photo the inside of every drawer in the kitchen, but when there is a problem, if door hinges are blown off or handles are pulled out or sinks are broken, like things happen. And it's much easier to be able to go back and say, here is my photo documentation of what the property looked like when you moved in, and here's the photo documentation of what the property looked like when you moved out. So that proper documentation is very important. And you should be looking for real damages. It's very important to understand you're not here to be punitive to your tenants. They have a right to live in the property when they move out if it is wear and tear that is part of ownership of investment property. So minor scuffs on walls and things like that, you're going to have to repaint. If they ding the walls, dent the walls, put holes in the walls, that is completely different. And I've not had any issues proving to any courts when we are legitimately saying, hey, we painted this one wall out of the 4 rooms because they hung 30 or 40 pictures and put 30 or 40 nail holes in the wall. That's beyond normal wear and tear. So somebody puts 4 or 5 pictures going up the steps of a property, that's going to be normal wear and tear. I probably would not charge for those minor holes. Someone puts a collage of all of their kids' photos or their favorite pets' photos, and there's 30 or 40 of them. And we've seen this happen where they just put an artwork up. That is a lot of nail holes, and that is not normal wear and tear. That is excessive. So your move-in, move-out inspection, why it's so important? It's your insurance. It protects you, and it helps you also remember what was the condition of the property when I looked at it a year later. So do your due diligence. Don't just be in a rush to get the tenant in the property because it will cost you in the long run.